Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. In this week's episode of Project Playback, we're making the cut-apart card. You'll need a piece of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by 11 inches long to follow along and make the card with us. We're going to cut out the middle and turn it to make a tag. If you try this card at home, I hope you'll share a photo in the Julie Stamping Spot Share and Connect group on Facebook. And if you love Daffodil Daydream and the Daffodil Afternoon Designer Paper, be sure to tune in on Friday, February 25th for a free online card class. We'll be making 5 cards using this brand new bundle. You can reserve your card kit to stamp along with me. All the details are in the video description, so make sure to check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping! You are going to need a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4. And what happened to my other pieces? 4 1/4 by 11, and then 4 by 5 1/4. I forgot to write it down, so let's do this on a little note. Let's get out a note here and write it down. I already did actually include the measurements in the description of the video, but just if you're watching from home and grabbing cardstock right now, 4 1/4 by 11. And then 4 by 5 1/4 white. I'm going to put base, card base. Okay, and then for DSP, you need 4 by 1 3/4 and 4 by 1 1/4. Okay, those are the pieces you need, and your paper trimmer. Make sure you grab that. So we're going to start with the paper trimmer. If you need a paper trimmer, the new Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer is really nice. The blades are big and they last for a long time. Mine's all sticky. It has an arm that cuts out or pulls out so you can cut up to 17 inches of designer paper. So it's really handy. It's got measurements both in inches and in centimeters. Okay, I haven't seen comments, but are you guys ready to stamp? Do you have your stuff ready? I don't want to go too fast. I'm going to assume that you've got your stuff and that you're ready to go. And if you don't, you can watch, and then you can always watch the replay and make it with us, right? So you can see what we're doing, and then you can come back and watch it again and make it at home. Either way, I hope that if you make this cut apart card that you'll share in our Share and Connect group and let us see what you created, because all our cards are going to look different depending on the designer paper and the color and the stamps that we chose to use. So let's start with our card base. This is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and we're going to turn it this way so that the long edge is at the top, and we're going to measure at 5 1/2 inches and score. Okay, so this is how we would normally create a card. We would score, and it would be folded in half like this. We're going to take that score line now, and we're going to line it up at 2 inches. Okay, so score line at 2 inches, and then we're going to use the cutting blade and cut. Then we're going to move that same piece, and we're going to move it to 2 inches again and cut. So we've cut apart the front of our card. We have 2 inches here, 2 inches here, and 1 1/2 inch here. That's it for the paper cutting. So I'm going to move the paper trimmer out of the way. This is the card front. So it has a little flap that folds over, and we're going to glue down the Whisper White or Very Vanilla, whatever you have. We're going to put that inside the card. So that's the inside of our card. And then we have 2 pieces of designer paper. Now the larger one, again, this one is 4 inches by 1 3/4 inch. That is going to go on this flap. Okay, and then we have 2 pieces left. This is Pretty Peacock. So the designer paper is going to go on the smaller one. So it's too big here, you can see, but it fits perfectly on this smaller one. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down. And this is going to be the bottom of the card. our last piece is going to be what bridges those two pieces together. So let me show you the card with the love of leaves. Okay, you have, this is the piece that came out of the center and I just turned it. So what we're going to do is that's going to attach and hold the top and the bottom pieces together. Okay, so let's decorate our tag now. Again, you might have something different depending on the stamp set that you picked, but one of the supply items I said was to do a tag topper punch. So this is going to fit perfectly inside. This is 2 inches, and the tag topper punch just creates a really cute little tag top. So there's a couple different kinds currently in the catalog. We've got, this is the new one, and then we also have the fancy something tag topper, and then the scallop tag topper. So you can use a tag topper to make a quick tag, or maybe you used the triple banner punch to punch the bottom of it. I have a finished sample that I'll show you where I did that. All right. Now again, depending on the stamps and the colors that you picked out, you may be doing something differently here. But I'm going to decorate my tag with the Whale Done stamp set. So I'm going to do the whale and some words and the cute little fishies. So let's get these on blocks. You guys know I'm just obsessed with this stamp set. And I feel like I use it almost every week. So if you don't have it yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. And I don't think there's anything I can show you that I haven't already that's going to change your mind on the whales. Let's do this little skinny one. Okay, so Whale Done, that's the stamps that I'm using. I just have some scraps here. So I've got a piece of Whisper White, and I'm stamping the whale on that. And then I have a circle of the Granny Apple Green. And I punched this with the 2 1/4 inch circle punch. So I'm going to do Whale Done at the bottom of that. And then while I've got my stamps out, I'm going to add some fish. This is the Pretty Peacock. Okay, and then, you know, I think we need some fish inside, just at the bottom. Oops, that didn't stamp all the way. Can I line it up? Ah, not bad. Okay. So, like I said, you may be stamping something different depending on the supplies that you got ready. We're going to punch out that whale. Get rid of our little scraps. And so now we're just going to do some assembly on the tag. So we're still decorating the tag. Yours is going to look different if you've got different stamps. And please, please, please share your card on our Share and Connect page. I really would love to see what you came up with and what you created with this cut apart card. Then this is going to go right in the middle. And since it's a tag, I wanted to use some ribbon. Now the ribbon in the Whale Suite is like a pool party sheer ribbon, but there's not really any pool party on this card. So I decided to use the white crinkle seam binding. I thought it was a nice contrast against the Pretty Peacock cardstock. Okay, just a little trim here. How are you guys coming? Are you done with your tag? I haven't seen anybody say that they're stamping. So hopefully you're ready. If not, the last part is really easy. You don't need me to show you this. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then you, whenever you're ready, can finish your card. So when you're putting dimensionals on the back of the tag, you could also use, if you wanted to, some tear and tape or sticky tape or something like that at the top and bottom. You're only going to do the top and the bottom. Okay, and so you want to make sure that this piece, first of all, make sure your designer paper is upright, not upside down. Make sure that it's flush with the bottom of the card, and then you're going to place your tag on straight or cattywampus. It's up to you. And so that's it. But you just have this sort of fun, like peekaboo. If you wanted to, you could stamp an image here or a sentiment that would peekaboo to the front. But this is the cut apart card. What do you think? Do you like it? Did your card turn out fun too? I can't wait to see what you made. You want to see what else I made? Here's the Love of Leaves one again. And I had some fun with other holiday stamp sets. I did this one. I can't remember the name of this stamp set. It's right here on the back. In fact, this is the card I was kind of inspired by. Mine turned out a little bit different, but 30 and 33. This stamp set is called Wishes and Wonder. So it's this one. Kind of a fun stamp set. I wasn't going to get it, but I had a half price and I really loved that one in the back of the catalog, so I decided to do that. And then I did one with the Merry Moose. This is new designer paper as well, and I thought that was kind of fun. Actually, I cased this one from the catalog too. You guys know I just love to case. So the Merry Moose stamp set was in last year's holiday catalog, and they brought it back because it was so popular. And so I've already had so many people that have been excited to get it and just couldn't wait. So this was the card in here, and the colors and the designer paper really inspired me. So this I did in the same way that they did that square, even though I did a different layout. So I was inspired by the card, but made a different layout. All right, one more card with this layout. This one was super, super simple. I used thick Whisper White cardstock for the card base, and the part that I cut out of the middle, I just turned into a tag, and I just stamped. I used the Zany Zebras, and I stamped the zebra and the words, and then I just added some Magenta Madness designer paper and a bow. So this one is super, 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 super simple. No extra, doodads besides the ribbon and the tag topper punch. Those are my collection of cut apart cards. I really enjoyed making these. As you can see, I couldn't stop. I just kept going and going and going. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. And I hope that you'll share your card on the Share and Connect group. Okay, that's it for today. I'm so glad that you were able to join me for this project Playback. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time with another project Playback.